I grew up in a Christian home. I was a member of the Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and it was really difficult to sort of combine that idea with the idea that I'm gay, which I have been my whole life, but it was really hard to sort of find a way for those to merge together in my life. And I came to terms with being gay when I was about 15, 16, and I told some of my friends at high school, but I never told my parents about it. I went away to college when I was 18, and by that point, it was such a discordance between my religion and my sexuality that I would cry at least twice a week under my bed, because that's, I guess, where I felt safest, hiding. I finally, I just realized I'm gay. That's how I am. You know, I'm skinny. You know, I'm short. I have blue eyes. It's just part of who I am. You can't change it. Well, that was step one. Step two was, I guess, what you might call losing faith, but I view it as a good thing. You know, why is faith good? It's believing in something that is imaginary in my eyes. So my dad found out that I was gay and took it upon himself to tell the rest of my family the very morning that I was planning to tell them, and he knew this. And I got a letter from my aunt about how she was praying for me, and, you know, she loved me, and she loved me. I had another cousin who I guess had a drug problem, and she loved me as much as him, though. It's okay, you know. And at that point, I was really starting to think, you know, I really don't believe this. Why am I going to church every Sunday? So I still haven't told my family that I'm an atheist, because I had such a, you know, detrimental experience coming out as gay. I didn't really come out. It happened. So I'm concerned about what they will say when I tell them I don't believe in God. I think it's a fairy tale. It's make-believe. But, you know, I've told my brother. My brother is very supportive. He is too. And, you know, I think the same thing, coming out as being gay, the cons of coming out as being gay are the same cons as coming out as being an atheist. They'll pray for you. They will argue with you. They will shun you, give you dirty looks, whatever. But you have to think to yourself, the pros are the same also. You're no longer lying to their faces, which is a really good feeling when that's gone. You are more confident in yourself. You have more integrity. You can't put a price on just telling the truth, just saying it. And I think it's very liberating to let somebody know who you are. And I guess the point that I'm trying to make here is, it's okay to be gay, and it's okay to be atheist, and you are who you are, and you should be honest about it, because the feeling of being honest is more important than the false love that you think you're getting by being somebody that you're not. If you think there is no God, if you don't believe that there is a God, you're an atheist, and that's not a bad thing. You know, in the back of their minds, as much as they think, you know, being gay is an abomination and I'm going to hell, at least I didn't choose it, you know. And you want to stop and ask them, okay, I didn't choose it, but I'm going to hell for it, so I didn't choose to go to hell, you know. But being an atheist is viewed as a choice. You choose to believe something. And I think it is, in a way, more difficult, because it is a choice in a way. You choose not to deceive yourself, is the way I view it. I understand if You're gonna cut this hesitation out, right? Yeah, not like the three things that I have to say are this and this and what was the other one? Oh, I forget. Anyway, but then again, the atheist community is in some ways a more tight-knit community because they all came to it. You know, they all decided this is the way I want to live my life. Whereas the gay community, it is a close community. You all have something in common, but sometimes I feel like, you know, if you have a tall people club or a fat people club or a skinny people club or, you know, people who have 6 toes on their left foot club, you know, that's just something that they have in common. It's not necessarily something that they believe in. You know, belief is a very powerful thing. And I think, getting back to your question, which I have so eloquently rambled on about something else on, to get back to your question, I think in some ways it is harder to be an atheist because there's no explanation for it like there is for being gay. Oh, you know, they just were born that way, or they had certain genetics, or they had a certain environment, or, you know, why are you an atheist? That's just ridiculous, is some of the attitude that I've encountered.
Crazy.
I'm a happier atheist than I ever was.
Yeah.